I was speaking to somebody last night and they were explaining how they were going to an art class, something that they'd never done before. And they were telling me about how the week before they'd been getting frustrated because they weren't able to draw what they were meant to be drawing. And she said that I'm such a perfectionist, I need to get it right. And, we started talking about that and I was like, so what does perfectionism mean? What does it actually mean to you? You see, perfectionism can be a sign of, and I'm going to say the word trauma, but I don't want you to then go and think about something that's caused you trauma that's caused you to be a perfectionist. But it can be from growing up, and here's something that I believe, that I think school teaches us a lot to be perfectionists, because from such a young age, school was about who's first, who's the best. Now, I get that there always has to be a winner and a loser, but I just believe that the way that the schools can make certain children feel, it causes competition from such a young age, and that can have such a negative experience on a lot of children. And if you think about it, when you're a child and like say you're 7, 8, 9, you go home, you go like, Mom, Dad, I won the spelling competition, if that's even a thing anymore. I won the spelling competition. And think of the joy that they give you, the love, the affection, the attention that you get. So it's no wonder we're all striving to be perfectionists, because we associate that with getting attention, with being loved, with receiving love in some shape or form. The winners, when we were at school, they were the ones that always got the attention, right? They were the cool kids. So that's why we're still carrying that into adulthood. And what is perfectionism anyway? And I was saying you could be perfect at drawing things badly. You could be absolutely perfect at being shit at drawing. Doesn't mean it's always got to be in the positive. And then what is the positive anyway? Because you decide what's positive. We think, we're no good at drawing this. And secondly, she hasn't done that before. So why would you want to be perfect at that? But she's perfect in many, many other ways, by showing up, by doing something, by challenging herself to do something different. That was perfect, because she got that spot on. But we always think, I'm not perfect at this. No, you done it perfectly well, because A, you showed up, you done that perfectly. B, you took part, you done that perfectly. C, you done a bad drawing perfectly, because you've done it in your way. Do you see how we managed to flip that around? Perfectionism can be your ideal of perfectionism, not what the school teacher told you years ago. And you'll always get praise because you give yourself the praise. Don't do something in order to get praise. Do something in order to give yourself praise. If the more that we can look inwards and give ourselves what we need, rather than relying on something or someone out there to give us what it is that we need. And of course, it's becoming conscious about your needs. And often these things that I hear people saying to me, I'm such a perfectionist. It's like, well, why do you say that? There's always something behind that, always. And the more that we can bring that into our conscious awareness, then you can move on from it so very quickly. Because being conscious of it then means that you get to work through that. You get to make choices, whether you want to continue thinking like that or you want to change it. I hope you've got something from this.